Good day, this is Ray. Today is Friday, September 26, 2025 for me. Another day of learning and growing. I hope that you, family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So I'm actually recording this video before work. Wanted to go ahead and post my numbers. Today I have quite a few things to do this weekend. I'm going to be very busy. So wanted to give my month-end update now and my progress of paying off debt. So I'm going to post the big picture. As you know, if you watch my previous videos, diagnosed with lupus May 2019, June 2020, started paying off my consumer debt. May 2021, learned how to budget. December 2021, became a first-time homeowner, and January 2024 was a big milestone for me. It paid off half of the original consumer debt. So let's go ahead and take a look at how I've done so far this year in 2025. So beginning of the year, my consumer debt was $44,951.55. I paid off $1156.91 in January. February, I paid off $1061.85. March, $1048.86. April, $1062.72. May, $1047.68. June, $1061.39. July, $1061.83. August, $1055.74. And on track, September, I paid off $1062.69. So steady progress. I will say this year has been the steadiest. Still got 3 months left, and hopefully I'll be able to keep on this same pace, the same track. So for the year, I paid off $9,619.67. How does that compare to last year? Last year's pace. So year to date 2024, I paid off $9,647.37. This year, $9,619.67. I'm behind by $27.70 from the pace last year. So not too far behind. And more importantly, I'm sticking to the plan and not going left or right. Just want to pay down this debt as aggressively as I can. So the total amount of debt payments, the total amount that I paid towards my debt this month was $1,152.18. My debt decreased $1,062.69. So interest accrual that accrued was $89.49. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm describing that right. I'm going to think about that particular slide, but anyway, moving on to the next thing. My emergency fund, unfortunately, is not fully funded, which I'm going to have to get back replenished. As a matter of fact, it is 75% funded. Had to dip into it for reasons that shall go unmentioned, but it was for a good use. Didn't use it for, buying anything or, just frivolous use of the emergency fund. I try my best not to use my emergency fund, but I had to use it. I'm going to quickly get that replenished next month. So let's take a look at the next slide. My personal loan. So my plan was to aggressively pay down my last personal loan, and I'm going to show you 2 slides, but focus on the second slide. So the first slide, you see January I began at $9,900, and the goal was to pay off at least $825 of the loan each month. So I made my minimum payment and the additional payment. So January through June, hit the targets. July through September, I hit the target. So my current personal loan is at this personal loan is at $2,475, and maybe that I can pay it off a month sooner. It just depends on how November looks. October I get 3 paychecks, so I could probably pay it off by the end of November, but really, because I'm sticking to the plan, my plan is to have it paid off by December. I'll be fine with that. So more to come. Quick look at the percentages of debt. So my personal loan is only 7% of my total consumer debt, and my student loan is 93% of that, of the consumer debt. So getting very close to it just being my student loans. What's not included in the chart, what I don't have anymore, is medical debt, credit card debt, debts on installment, no auto loan, and no 401k loans. And even, let me see, do I want to do this next slide? Actually, let me just run it back to the beginning of my consumer debt payoff journey. So June 2020, my consumer debt was $115,041.89. I paid off a total of $79,670.01. My consumer debt as of today is $35,371.88, which means I've paid off approximately 69% of my consumer debt, which is, I would say, good progress. It's been just a little bit over 5 years that I started this journey paying off debt, and I'm happy with the progress being made. Of course, if I were healthier, I probably could have gone by faster. Could have got a second job, done more side hustles. I've done side hustles like medical, like giving labs and things for medical research. I've done surveys, things like that. So to be able to help keep the progress of paying off my debt. Okay, anyway, taking a look at my consumer debt in June 2020, as you can see, I have medical debt, credit card debt, debt on installment, loans, student loans, and my total debt was $115,041.89. Now, here's my debt today. No medical debt, no credit card debt, no debt on installment, no auto loans, no 401k loans, not yet. One personal loan, $24.75, student loan, $32,896.88, for a total of $35,371.88. Still a little ways to go. So as I was saying in my previous video, that I have a couple options with my student loan. Take out a personal loan, or even multiple personal loans if I want to, maybe pay half of it off and keep, part of the student loan. I hadn't decided quite for it yet. And the other choice is to sell the home, which is starting to increase as an option, because I will be relocating. More to come about that. I can at least say that much. But yeah, if it happens, it happens. And then if that's the case, I will be able to pay off the student loan. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. If you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You don't post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/@9of my budget. As always, thank you for watching. You all take care.